We have the reason Bray Wyatt was missing from the Madison Square Garden live event over the weekend. WWE have appeared to use the Stranger Things parody trailer to announce the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, and a new WrestleMania match has also been confirmed. We'll chat about all that in a bit. Hello everyone, Jack and Ross back again with the news. Fightful Select have been talking about the reason that Bray Wyatt was missing from that Madison Square Garden WWE live event.
Yes, they've said WWE sources familiar with the situation who have worked with Wyatt claim to Fightful that Bray is currently sidelined with a physical issue, and they're not sure on a return time as of now. There had been rumours that Wyatt had walked out due to creative issues. This is a live event in Madison Square Garden over the weekend there, but thus far we haven't gained any information that would confirm that, and haven't been told that from anyone in the company thus far.
That's fair enough. I mean, I think the creative issue rumours, or the speculation all came about because the stuff he's been doing on TV has been getting a lot of criticism really recently. But it seems as though Fightful have denied that, or they've confirmed that it is a physical issue. So best wishes to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. It's a very weird situation because he wasn't, obviously it's always card subject to change with any wrestling card, but it was just that he was announced for this massive house show. There was over 10,000 fans there, obviously at MSG, which is the spiritual home of the WWE, and he was on the card right up until the event itself, then he wasn't there. I think we had someone in our comments yesterday saying they were going to the event to see Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins, but then Bray just wasn't there.
Right.
I think that's what's made it a bigger news piece than it might actually be.
Possibly, yeah. Obviously, as we say, best wishes to Bray. It must be frustrating for something like this to happen, especially on the road to WrestleMania. You do the gear change, don't you?
What-ish?
Well, yes.
Bobby Lashley's taking no poo about this, though. Did you see his tweet last night? Oh, and stick it up there, will you? He's like, I've worked too damn hard to have this taken away from me. Oh. So he seems to be bleeding into some sort of like worky shoot situation. So he's going to try and make something happen for himself for WrestleMania as Bobby Lashley.
I mean, assuming that the Bray Wyatt match still happens with Bobby Lashley, I can see Lashley losing that match. But who would you think that if Wyatt was to be out for WrestleMania, who do you think could be a possible replacement? Could be anyone.
Against Bobby?
Yeah.
I'd stick him in there in the Intercontinental title picture. A fatal four-way. A big, beefy boy battle.
All those big boys. that would be really good as well. Yeah, I can see that. Fightful have said they'll reach out for more on the situation, including rumours of the creative issue as well. They're keeping that avenue open, but as I say, for now, they've said that their sources are telling them it's a physical issue.
I've just realised there in the notes I've made, we had another update from Fightful who said it was an illness. Not an actual physical injury, but an illness.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. That would explain, I guess, the short-term nature of it as well.
Yeah.
It could be anything. It could be, you know, the old COVID that's still good. It
could be food poisoning. It could be anything.
Best wishes to Bray, and hopefully he's on the mend soon. There was another one of those Hollywood movie trailer parodies, except this was a TV series, this one. But there was one of those last night on Raw featuring Rhea Ripley in the role of 11 from Stranger Things, Ross. But as you noticed, the trailer might have gleaned some new information about WrestleMania.
Well, I don't know what else we're supposed to believe, Jack, because we heard the voice of John Cena, who was playing the role of Papa, otherwise known professionally as Dr. Martin Brenner, and he says to Rhea Ripley, who's playing the part of 11, she's in the chair, she's got the things on her, you know, when 11's living in the thing right at the start of the series. He says, John Cena, Dr. John Brenner, as I've called him here, says, feeling the pressure, Rhea, of being the main event at WrestleMania? Is it triggering you right now, Rhea? You want some? Then go get some. So it's the fact they've used the pressure of being the main event of WrestleMania. Can we read anything into that? It seems like a weird thing to say.
I think we can. It kind of contradicts the thing we were talking about yesterday, which was when Sheamus said the winner of him versus Drew next week will go on to main event WrestleMania against Gunther for the IC title. But I think the fact that this has not only been mentioned as a main event of WrestleMania, which WWE mentioned for various different matches, of course, but the fact that it's playing a central theme in the vignette as well, isn't it? He's going the pressure of main event of WrestleMania. I think we can read into it, yeah.
And this is John Cena. He is some sort of like mystical Papa doctor figure who you would rely on to be raised in the confines of like a mental institution kind of thing.
Yes, I think he is. I agree. It's promising for fans of Rhea who want to see her beat Charlotte Flair and win that title at WrestleMania, that she's played a very central role in this. Charlotte wasn't even there. You just saw, I think there was a drinks can on the table with Flair written on it, but apart from that,
that's what 11 does. She makes things wobble and explode and whatnot, and Rhea's 11's nose and the trailer starts to bleed, and that's when you know that SH1T is going to start, you know, happening.
Yeah, I mean, she's got to win, but I've still got, purely because of Charlotte Flair, I've still got that fear that she's not going to.
And it is massive because Charlotte Flair, if this is true and this is going to be the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, Charlotte Flair will become the first and only woman in WWE history to headline 2 WrestleManias.
There's been speculation that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos could main event Night 1, while I think most people expect Roman versus Cody to main event Night 2. But I think that Night 1's got a couple of different. I could easily see Rhea versus Charlotte headlining it. I could see Bianca versus Asuka headlining it.
Yeah.
I could see Gunther versus Sheamus and or Drew.
Yeah.
We don't know about one. I think if I had to put money on it, I'd say this one, Rhea versus Charlotte.
Yeah, I could actually see the Usos versus Kevin and Sami happening on Night 2 and something happening that would bleed into the main event, maybe.
Yeah,
if they wanted to do it that way.
Yeah, I think this one will be that Night 1.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Another match that has been announced for WrestleMania last night is a Hell in a Cell match with Finn Balor taking on Edge. It's the first time the cell has been used at WrestleMania since we were there, which I still look back on fondly. The Shane McMahon
event
versus Undertaker match. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, the kids dancing out the ring knowing their dad's going to die. Fantastic scenes. Anyway, Edge is the one who issued the challenge in the opening segment on last night's Raw, saying to Balor that the feud with the Judgment Day for Edge has consumed him and is, in his words, wasted the past year of his comeback.
Wow. He also said he's short of time to accomplish what he really wants to before. What else is there left for him to accomplish in wrestling, Edge? Before he has to retire again, and then he issued the challenge by shouting, "Hell in a louder than that."
He did that with his arms as well, like he's some Meatloaf.
And then Finn Balor, it wasn't done. Balor then said, "I've been to hell before and it spit me out because hell couldn't handle my demons." My demons.
Is that a hint at something, Jack?
Oh, well. Now, who wins that? Balor?
It would be a miracle if Edge could topple the demon Finn Balor, although we have seen more recently that the demon might not be what we thought he was once upon a time. Turnbuckles confuse him, and then he flops like a fish.
Oh, yeah.
Other things happen.
Yeah. I think Balor should win, but I can see Edge winning that and then getting some sort of title shot or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was last year, wasn't it? Edge said that 2023 could be his last year in wrestling, so whether this could be, a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania might be the perfect sort of retirement match, and as the time-honored tradition goes in the business, you lose your last match going out, don't you? So maybe Finn will get a big win.
That's very true. It could go either way. One thing I would put money on is that it'll go long, because Edge matches at WrestleMania tend to go really, really long. Remember the one during the pandemic against Randy Orton?
That was a full hour and a half, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. We've got confirmation that a couple of the matches will be taking place on nights 1 and 2 respectively. So on night 2, as we talked about, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes appears to be, yes, it'll be the
That was
main event
confirmed
of
last night on Raw, yeah.
Night 1, though, that's going to apparently see Seth Rollins taking on Logan Paul.
Well, this news was broken on Impulsive.
Okay.
Number 1 podcast in the world or something, I think is what you meant to say about that one there. So yeah, Seth Rollins will be taking on Logan Paul on night 1. Elsewhere on the card, we don't know what nights these are going to take place on. Do you want to alternate the matches, Jack?
Yeah.
We've got Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's title.
For the Raw Women's title, this feels weird. For the Raw Women's title, we've got Bianca Belair taking on Asuka.
Brock Lesnar will take on Omos with MVP in his corner.
It's a non-mover right now. Gunther will take on the winner of Sheamus or Drew McIntyre, although a lot of people are suspecting that it'll be both of them in a triple threat match.
Austin Theory will take on John Cena for the US title.
We've got the 6-woman tag team match, Trish Stratus, Lita and Becky Lynch taking on all 3 members of Damage Control, Bayley, Dakota Kai and Io Sky.
And finally, Edge will face Finn Balor in Hell in a Cell. That is a stacked WrestleMania card with more to come.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's shaping up to be a pretty decent WrestleMania.
Oh, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
And we have news of what might be another potential matchup for this show in news video 2 coming up in the future.
Look out for that. And leave your thoughts and comments in the opinions section. Leave your thoughts and opinions.
The comments box.
In the comments section.
A little bit of paper in the opinion
down
box.
below. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Jack, this has been Ross, and we'll see you very soon.
YouTube tonight, Adam Pacitti doing his My Career mode on 2K 2023. It's a good one.
YouTube.com
Dressed himself as a right Tory. Do you see it?
What, his
He's given himself a
character?
metallic, like William Regal. Remember when Regal had the singlet?
Oh, wow.
Like a metallic version of that with a Union Jack on there? Oh, it's
wow.
terrible.
That's on youtube.com/cultaholic/live, and he's doing it, I think, every night until he finishes the career mode. So check that out, and we'll see you soon.